Wood.
That's me.
We had a baby. Did you know that?
Oh, we had a baby.
Yeah. Well,
huh?
you should know this more than I, because in any relationship, I'm gonna be the man, which by default makes you the woman, unless you're gender neutral shit,
yeah.
right?
But however, I have lots of babies, lots of times.
Yeah. Right.
So
it's the first one that came out of you.
Yeah, be specific.
So one of our guests started a podcast called Overplay.
Oh,
Right? He's sitting there talking.
sure.
He came on. He talked about that shit, but now he's actually got the podcast going, and he's got a partner. What's his partner's name?
It is
Terry.
Jack.
Jack. Oh,
it's Jay and Jack.
It's Jay and Jack,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Instead of Jack and Jill. I don't know why.
I was gonna say they sit on the same side of the table, so somebody's jacking somebody off.
Yeah.
I would never sit on the same side of the table as you unless we have a guest, right?
Right.
And then we got this partition there. These motherfuckers got a banquet style table. And they're sitting right next to each other. Who knows what's going on? And the one guy never put his left hand up on the fucking counter. So
nope, kept it in his quote-unquote pocket the whole time.
You be the judge of what's going on there. But congratulations to him coming on and is he blowing up yet?
He's blowing-ish up. Yeah,
Blowing-ish?
he's doing okay. He's doing all right. Yeah.
We're to thank for that. So you're welcome.
Yes, the Overplay podcast. That is all of that is because of So What You Saying.
Yeah, we planted the seed. Mm-hmm. And also now, you're realizing we're not tricking nerds into coming in the bathroom and kicking their ass and giving a swirly. Because that's what used to happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool guys like us and then fucking nerdcast over here.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you ever put anyone in the locker?
Yeah, I did that one time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I
in my defense, he went in there kind of easily. I didn't have to fight him to get him in there, It wasn't nothing violent.
Okay, well, I remember at my school, at least in my middle school or junior high, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're at, they were too narrow.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't. Even the skinniest of people, like your head couldn't fit in that thing. Books is all. Oh. But you get to high school, your head would have caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
Up the sides and
would have been a bad day.
My head could barely go up the stairwell, okay? Of the fucking school. You ever get anybody to swirly?
No.
Okay. Me neither.
Threatened, yes.
Swirlies weren't prevalent in the black community. I mean, a little different type of texture there.
I don't see that a problem.
Little different consequence there when you put a high top fade in the toilet.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Emails. Max says, I hate to admit this, but I looked into why Prince Philip was king. I think he means wasn't king. It all stems from the dude falling in love with the old lady when she was 13, and he was a Danish prince. Their love fest occurred prior to and during World War II. In order to get married after World War II, he had to relinquish all claims of Danish throne.
Oh, wow.
And wait till she was 21. Ain't nobody got time for that. And now I hate myself that I know this. Fuck. That was a rabbit hole I hope to never go down again. Why the fuck does anyone care about the royals anyway? I'll give the old boy this, though. He rolled into this funeral in the back of a Land Rover. That's legit. Why the fuck does anybody care about this? You need to look in the mirror and ask that fucking question. It's Wednesday, and I guess he wrote this on Wednesday. The Sox are on a heat of 8 wins in a row. We've since lost, right?
Yep.
But we started off 0-3, and now we're in fucking first place.
Yep.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
Yankees suck.
Doing well.
That's from Mac.
Yeah. So he says, I hate to go down this rabbit hole, and then he gives like one example of what he looked up.
Mm-hmm.
I had the opportunity to speak with him in person, IRL, in real life, if those of you that listen out there. And he told me that he went down much more of a rabbit hole than that email suggests.
Oh.
It was
so
link
you
after
caught him when he
link.
was drinking. You caught him when he was drinking. He got honest, huh?
He was at some iron door or some shit. But it was link after link after link after link.
Okay.
He went down a rabbit hole, and then he provides us with one search.
Oh, that was minimal?
Yeah, that was nothing.
What I didn't gather from
Mac,
this is...
step your game up, buddy.
Yeah, she was 13. It didn't say how old he was.
Right.
So was he bagging some, You know what? Everybody was once hot. You like to think, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody. Not everybody. But everybody once had their peak. And a lot of people hang on to that peak for hairstyles. Like, you see a lot of old grandmas now walking around with their 80s hair because Tawny Katane was their fucking idol back in the day, right? And they were all in a White Snake video, right? Or Salt and Pepper was their shit, and they're still wearing fucking bike pants, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where you buy bike pants today, but they're still doing it. But everybody was hot in their head. Because, even in my prime, I would look around sometimes and see people who were in their prime who looked like they were out of their prime. But my point being, right, He didn't write a very good email in terms of breaking it down.
No.
Was he free?
There was no kind of rabbit hole
Was he
there.
20? Was he 18? Was he 17? You know.
I don't know.
And he had to wait till she was 21.
No. So she was like, what did he say?
He said initially she was 13.
Yeah,
so
he was 20. He was no. He was in the middle. I think he was 18.
When she was 13?
Yeah.
So 5 years. So he
Yeah.
had to wait 8 years for some punani from her.
Yeah.
And so back to my point.
Listen,
everybody
if it's a
has
queen,
their peak. What'd you say?
If she's going to be a queen,
Oh, I thought you said something else. Thank God. All right, go ahead. You made me nervous, man.
if she's going to be a queen, chances are I'm probably gonna wait.
You gonna wait?
If I'm like, okay, let me clarify because that sounds totally creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fall in love with a 13-year-old. However, if there's a queen that's like, up and coming, I could be a king.
She was up and coming, all right. Okay? Because
she's
after
going to take the throne.
After waiting 8 years, yeah, she's definitely taking a fucking throne.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I would wait 8 years. Yeah, I probably would wait.
Make it bounce.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm not going to go down there. All right, Clyde says, Keith dated someone that stole alcohol. Surprisingly, not surprising. Tolerating Keith is like walking around with a shard of glass stuck inside your shoe. No wonder the bitch had an alcohol problem. Also, I love how you guys make fun of stuff you're not good at. Bowling is a great sport and does not get the recognition it should.
100%.
You try ignoring sweating in a shoe thousands of other people sweated in and putting your fingers in a hole used by who knows how many people in their unwashed fingers. Wait, did I just turn wood on?
Yeah. Yeah. You turned me on because you talked about bowling.
I like the show, but can you get back to the mask offs once in a bit? Your voices sound like rush hour traffic mixed with crying babies and just a splash of barking dogs at 2 a.m. Thank you in advance. P.S. Saxophone is an auto-tune of the 80s. I agree with none of that, Clyde. And Wood has a bowling story. Drop it on him, Wood.
Which one? Because
shit.
For the record,
My bad.
For the record.
Okay.
My family owns a bowling alley.
Oh.
Yeah.
$1
I'd
bill,
love
yo.
to bowl.
Uh-huh.
Have I ever got the elusive 300? Well, no,
Okay.
because I blame it on the oil in the lanes. It's not my fault. I would have had it if you'd have oiled your lanes right.
What's the highest you've ever bowled?
277.
How many strikes is that away?
Well, one, but I hit a spare with a 7, so that gives you the 7 and the 277. So yeah.
Can you do the 7-10 split?
No, did you see that though?
I did see it.
I think he was 17 years old, and he hit he's the fourth person ever to do it on a pro tournament, and he hits the 7-10 splint. I've never hit it. I've never hit it.
It's
No
a
way.
7-10 split, not a splint, because he didn't have a broken arm. But what he did is he went the other way. So always with the 7-10 split, what do you think? You think you got to go to the outside of one of them, right? If you're right-handed,
because you want to push the power.
you go to the inside of that bitch.
Because it's the
hit
power.
that motherfucker off and hope it spins karate style and knocks the other fucking pin down.
Yes, because
was
it's
amazing.
the power. It's where the power is at, and you hit it, kick it off the other way, and there you go.
I didn't know it was that big of a deal, right? Like nobody had ever done it. I thought the pros could do it all the time.
Right.
But apparently I was wrong. That was amazing. So
No, it's fourth time only.
really?
Yeah.
You being a left-handed freak, would you go for the left side or the right side?
I would go for the right side because it's where the power is. Because I'm bringing up the left, and because I throw a hook, a spin, right? So I'm gonna hook it off that, and I'm gonna kick it. You want to kick it off the edge of the wall.
Okay.
So it's like pool.
Oh,
if you've
boy.
ever played pool and
Yes.
billiards, everything's about angles and where you hit it, right? So you hit that pin. You want to hit it at the most 90-degree angle you can, which kicks it off the wall and will send it back the other direction. I've come close. I've never hit it. It's very, very rare. It's very hard to do. So
Strangely, when you talk about angles and hitting off the wall, in my head it goes sexual. I have an issue. We'll talk about that maybe in a different podcast. But hey, so you go to the opposite one. I think he was right-handed and he went to the right side and won. So he had to throw a straight line.
why do I feel like he was a lefty?
You think he
though.
was a lefty?
Yeah, I think he was a lefty because I'm quite certain he bounced it. He was coming, so he throws the spin, and it comes off the strong side, so he's hooking it, and it's powering through, hits it off the wall. Because if you're coming off the opposite side, you're not going to get the amount of power. You know, like you hit that pin, and it bounces off the wall and goes that way.
Okay.
If you're going the other direction because he's throwing a hook, I'm certain. I'm 95% certain he's a lefty.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you surmised that and wrapped it up because I was getting a little bored with that. But what I like to say, Clyde, that's a lot more bowling than you thought. And as far as the saxophone being an auto-tune of the 1980s, let me play something for you, okay? I found this motherfucker on the internet. Listen to this shit.
Baby.
Fuck you, Clyde.
That's beautiful.
All that means is fuck you, Clyde. All right?
That was beautiful.
Let me tell you something. Saxophones make everything better.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Syrup sample. Keith and Wood.
Which I'm waiting for.
Hey from the, we still ain't got it? I thought you going to pop it out here at the end.
I thought you had it.
Keith and Wood. Hey from the Maple Farm. I just wanted to drop a note to let you know I just sent you guys a sample of this year's maple harvest. Wait, he's got more.
This is a good.
Let me know what you think. In case you don't know much about how real maple syrup is made, it has no added ingredients. The only ingredient is maple tree sap that is boiled down over the course of several hours. It's pretty fucking good. It takes about 40 gallons of maple syrup to make a gallon of syrup. So the bottle I sent you to try is probably about a gallon worth of sap. I'm not going to drop the name of my farm. I'm just looking for free advertising. Nope, I'm not looking for free advertising. Just wanted to send a thank you for the laughs. Also,
I love how you're reading it.
Nothing would make me happier than to know you guys are swallowing my sweet, sticky goodness.
Oh,
Thanks,
there it is.
Sean B. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, there it is.
So here's a guy we don't know that's
Yep.
going to send us something allegedly from a tree or
Right.
his anus. I don't know where the fuck he's pulling it from. But
I'll
you know,
still try.
But you know
it.
what? I think I'm going to watch you try it and then wait 10 minutes and then I'll try it and see what goes on.
Huh.
I didn't know. So maple syrup, I would like to see. God damn it! Here's the problem with not having that shit. I want to know if, like, is it the tree? Like, do you have to plant a particular tree? Obviously, a maple tree. So fuck all that. But what I'm saying is this maple tree better than that maple tree?
It's like okay. So I wonder if it's like corn. So think about corn for a second. You have corn on the cob, right? You have popcorn,
Okay.
which are different types of corn.
Okay.
You have
Cream corn, which is throw up.
okay, and then you have corn nuts, also different corn.
Disgusting.
Delicious. I love them. The ranch in
Okay.
particular. But like, so to go with your point, are the maple trees different depending on like, oh, that's just a regular maple. Look at the beautifulness of the, because there's a royal maple which I have in my backyard. It's kind of a purpley green maple.
Is it 13 years old?
It might be. It's probably. But it's a royal maple because it has the purple in it, and
Does it give maple? Does it give syrup? Does it give maple?
I don't think it gives milk either.
Tree milk.
I don't think it does, to
Okay.
be quite honest with you.
But my
I think
point
it's
is,
just delicious.
Do you have better trees? Is it a long lineage? And how long does this
Right,
tree
I agree
give
with you.
sap?
Yeah,
How
yes.
long does it give maple syrup? Like,
I
'cause
imagine that it
don't
gives it
cows
forever.
Dry up? Don't cows dry up? Didn't we talk to the shearing people and they talked about those llamas drying up?
but mammals and humans, I think, are different in that mammals.
Humans are mammals.
Wait a minute. I
Okay.
meant mammals and trees are different
Gotcha.
because mammals are like unless they're pregnant or they're having a baby, that's when they produce the milk. Maple trees, like, have you ever seen another one tree mating with another tree?
You ever taste breast milk before?
I'm not going to answer certain questions.
Then that would be a yes. My question is this: so if a woman has a baby, okay, and now
Okay.
she's lactating and she's giving milk, and she keeps pumping it, because I've seen video. There's this hot girl on the internet. She's got this baby.
That's
He's
a
like
fetish.
5 years old,
Uh-huh.
and he's still breastfeeding, which
Yep.
in my book is incest. But you know, you decide shit the way you want. So As long as you keep taking the milk out of that, will it keep pumping milk, or is there a point where she dries up?
Well, they will. Yes, they will dry up. But however, if they keep pumping and keep producing and keep the baby on there, latching and everything, it's going to keep on going until they stop.
Here's something.
Most of the time. Sometimes, yes, like there's certain medications, there's certain things they can do that will stop it. But yeah, it will. So just like a cow, as long as you're milking that cow week after week or day after day, because I think they do it daily, it's going to keep producing milk. But it had to have been pregnant at one point.
This has got to be disturbing, but I'm going to say it anyhow.
Okay.
So we'd rather drink milk from a fucking cow, which I don't. I drink almond milk, than milk from
I do coconut
from
milk.
your mom. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like being right now and you're like, I'm almost out of milk, and you go to your mom and you're like, Mom, I need some more milk, and she reaches in the fridge and it says Woods milk, right? And she pulls it out and she hands you a container. She's like, yeah, I pumped this 2 weeks ago. Make sure you drank it within the next 3 days.
Absolutely not.
Why would we drink milk from a different species but not our own species? Isn't that a little weird to you?
I don't know, because we drink goat milk too.
I've never had goat milk. I've had goat cheese.
Well, that's just like coagulated goat milk.
Yeah, but I've never drank the straight up goat milk.
I have. It tastes the same.
As cow's milk?
Yeah, for the most part.
Not sweeter?
Yeah. I didn't notice the difference.
Doesn't everything give milk, though? How come you don't drink pig's milk?
Any mammals give milk. I don't know why we wouldn't. Why wouldn't we drink goat milk? I have no idea. Because we don't think about it. We're like, we're going to milk the titty of a pig. I don't know.
Do rhinoceros have titties? Because they look pretty armorful. They got a lot of armor. But they're mammals.
Are they mammals? Yeah, then they feed their young, yes.
You ever see dolphin titties?
No, I haven't.
No. Again, mammals.
Yeah, but
all right, fuck all that.
I don't know.
Why are you sitting here letting me talk about this?
Why are you talking to me like I'm a zoologist?
Anyway, we're still waiting for the sticky goodness, Sean B.
Are.
I'm excited to taste your.
I'm waiting on it. I would like to put it on the pancakes.
Ejaculant, I guess is what it becomes, right?
Yeah.
Sax to be you. This is why I love this guy. He has the best wordplay of anybody, including you and I. Sax to be you, Keith and Wood. This shouldn't come as a surprise, but one of my abode still has an outhouse. It gets used on occasion. Moving on to the more disgusting topic, public pools. I picture Wood spewing off puffy cheek foundation out his pursed lips. Puffy cheek fountain. God damn it, I'm fucked up. All right, I pictured Wood spewing off puffy cheek fountain out of his pursed lips at the very time the poop alarm went off in the water park. While Kevin wears a warm water grin as he wallows over in the corner of the pool. I don't do public pools. That is fucking disgusting. That's that water park we talked about last week. Sacks are for pussies. Real men play bagpipes and wear skirts. No barking, just a badass harbinger of death and destruction. It's enough to make any other man stain their britches. Great podcast. Love Jamathan. And here's what I love about Jamathan. Okay. Jamathan goes, good podcast.
Yep.
Appreciate the podcast. Great podcast. Last week was a great podcast. Don't remember much of it. That's the end of the emails.
That is the end of our emails. And if you've been listening for the last 20 minutes, you will realize that Snaggles walked in, kicked down the door, and kicked my ass.
I brought it back.
Yeah, you did. You did. What is our Snaggles, Keith?
We're back with that howler head, this screaming fucking monkey. This is Caesar, right? This looks like Caesar from the Planet of the Apes, right? And he's got glasses on. He's taking over the world. This howler head.
However, I just recently watched Godzilla versus King Kong.
Okay.
And I think that's more King Kong because it kicks my ass. Kicks my ass.
Did you watch the Godzilla movies when you were a kid?
Yeah.
So when I was little, Channel 56 in Boston, I used to play Godzilla, Godzuki, Megatron, all that shit.
Mothra.
Yeah, Mothra. Mothra was fucking weird. And
that's who Godzilla beat in the previous one anyway.
All it was a Japanese guy in a to scale city stomping on shit in slow-mo.
Yeah.
They didn't even have slow motion back then. He moved in slow motion. All right? So anyhow, howl ahead. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey with a natural banana flavor. And one day I'm gonna bring you a full bottle. So I tried so hard to bring you this bottle. And somebody showed up at my house last night, and I was like, "You have to try this." Something told me to buy 2 fucking bottles. I don't listen to my just something.
Your inner self,
I brought
right.
one. But good thing I only brought one because
it's already gone.
Up.
It's already gone.
Yeah.
And honestly, they tried it, but just the neck of it was gone, not much more than that. So I don't know what that says about us, other than it was delicious.
Alcoholics.
Yep. As always, guys, our our Snaggles is brought to you by Tiger Claw Tattoo. Let me give you their phone number real quick before we butcher the rest of it. It's 801-410-4245. Call Tiger Claw Tattoo. Schedule yourself an appointment. Shay's coming back.
When? When's this happening? Couple of weeks?
Couple weeks. Yep.
I'm excited.
I looked at my calendar watch like it was going to tell me when.
So I live in California, right? And there's this dude named David, and he's the one that taught me, because 6 times 8 is 48, right? And he taught me that because he fucking chastised me one time, right? The teacher was like, "What's 6 times 8?" And I was like, "I don't know, 22." And she's like, "Wrong." And then David got 48. But what I realized about David, because he cheated on the fucking test, he had a Casio calculator watch.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and this is before the teacher was even on to it.
Yep.
Like cops in the 80s, when they didn't know what crack was, they thought, drug dealers was just throwing down old popcorn, right? Right?
Yeah.
So he's using his fucking calculator watch in the goddamn class.
Yeah.
Right? And so I saw him one day, and I saw that, and I'm not a fucking rat, right? I'm not gonna rat nobody out because I'm in California. They already don't like me, right? Right? You take that into consideration. So there's 2 ways you can go with they already don't like me. They already don't like me, so fuck them, or they already don't like me. They already want to beat my ass. Don't put yourself in a deeper ass beating, right?
Right.
So David was in that second fucking category because he had a bunch of brothers that also went to school. His mother must have fucked on cue every goddamn January, because it was David. He was in the 3rd grade. There was his other brother, 4th grade, 5th grade, and I think they went up to like the 8th grade.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, I could handle my own.
She had an addiction.
Addiction. I can handle my own, but I can't fight no fucking 6th grader in the 3rd grade. So anyhow, I saw David using his fucking calculator, and I was like, that's how that cocksucker knew 6 times 8 was 48. So it always reminds me of that.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings me back to you and looking at your watch.
Yeah.
For the fucking date. It's not on there.
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyhow, take yourself down to Tiger Claw. Get this Howl a Monkey tattoo. I'd like to see somebody with this on their fucking shoulder. If I made shit this fucking good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, I would love to put that on me too. I would get that tattoo. I would do that.
Put that on you. Yeah. You need to learn how to phrase things a little bit better, man. You make me nervous, okay? All right. But I hope that fucking maple syrup we got coming is at least this good.
I do too.
At least this good.
If it's not, I'm shipping it back.
Yeah.
To wherever it is coming from. Next, we have MVP jersey framing, guys, and they posted I saw a post, I think it was yesterday, another happy customer, and it was a blue jersey. I have no idea, honestly, where it was from, but it looked good.
Just blue.
It was blue. It had a number. I'm sure I could find it if I took the time to look at it right now, but it was in a wood frame. Had the glass in front, obviously, because if it's not glass, you're not going to see.
Right.
And then the jersey was pinned in such perfection with the number. It was fantastic. Let's go with North Carolina. Let's just pretend it's North Carolina.
He does a great
fucking
job.
I thought for a moment, oh, you got Jordan's original North Carolina jersey, and you had that bitch framed. Probably not, but it looked amazing.
Yeah, they do great work. I don't know if he starches it and presses it before he puts it in it, takes it to clean.
Know.
But the shit is crisp, man.
Yep.
So
There's no wrinkles.
I would like you know that Mean Joe Green commercial where he gives him the Coke and then he gives the kid the jersey and throws it.
Right.
I just want a balled up fucking jersey. I want a balled up jersey, balled up fucking pair of shorts, right? Some balled up fucking socks just stuffed in there, man. Like I took it in a hurry. Like I'm packing. Like the woman you're banging, her husband came home and you have to jump out the fucking window. I want it bagged like that. Okay. You know what I mean? Could he do that too? Or is that a thinking case?
I imagine so. Yeah, I imagine you could do that.
They do great work.
Yeah, MVPjerseyframing.com, guys. They're in the description of this live episode, and if you're listening to it afterwards, which most of you do, I am aware of that, go to MVPjerseyframing.com, and he will hook you up with all of your jersey or shorts needs, whatever it is you're into. Next up, we have our guy, Native Roots Design Co. Now, if you're trying to find them on the Instagrams, and I've had this asked me a couple of times, it's Instagram.com/Native Roots Designs, and that's it. And leave it at that, and then hit the enter button.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to take my garbage cans into him, like my city garbage cans, and get like a number put on them, or maybe just Keith put on them, or maybe fucking So What You Saying, all right? Because we had a windstorm. It was the winds of the autumn winds.
It was
right?
not the winds of
Raider
It wasn't the winds of 2020, but the winds of 2021 were okay.
What's that song by the Scorpions? Winds of Change.
Yeah. Yeah. Much better than you're portraying it. Yeah, you can stop. Right. It's much better than that.
I can't whistle worth shit. You think with these lips I could fucking whistle a goddamn orchestra? I cannot. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, the winds came and blew shit all over, and the winds always show up on fucking garbage day.
Yeah,
okay?
they do.
And they blow
Why
east to west.
That?
They blow east to west, and I live on the goddamn west side of the street. So I got some ladies fucking wrapped up maxi pad up against my fucking fence, and I gotta go pick that up because I'm a clean person, but I don't want that over here.
No,
matter of fact, I thought you were too old to have administration, but now I know.
Administration, I think menstruation.
That one
whatever.
too. Yeah,
so,
both those.
So I same thing. I thought to myself, the winds are gonna pick up tonight. That's what the news guys told me. So I put the garbage out there because I have two. I have the recycle. I have the regular. I put them out there. The tops blow up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no, it's okay. It's because I was moving them.
Mm-hmm.
I close them and I turn around and I hear, they open back up.
Yeah, they ain't
Screw
fucking
it.
around.
I don't care.
Take
Let
your
it
garbage
happen.
cans in native root design. I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker will etch your shit in it. And somebody tries to keep your fucking garbage can because as humans, we throw away a lot of fucking garbage. Think about all the garbage that comes out of your house.
Do you know when it multiplied? I actually went to a a field trip to the dump. You know when it multiplied? Is when we started making disposable diapers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because once people realized, I don't have to wash a poopy diaper. I don't have to wash a urine-soaked diaper.
Okay.
I could throw it away. Everything started being thrown away. And at the same time is when plastic took off.
Okay. Well, I've known you. How long have we been doing this podcast? 4 years? I've known you 4 years, and I've never known a disposable diaper to be your fucking problem. I've seen you send the kids back home with fucking full shit diapers. So good on you, all right? Anyway.
Look, if they're walking, they can change their own shit.
Native Roots Design. Go down there and get your shit etched up.
Yeah, guys, they will hook you up. So I don't think we're gonna break. I think we're gonna continue.
All right, let's go.
Let's keep it going. What do you got?
I gotta tell you, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm done.
That's it, guys. We're done. We're done. We're at.
No.
Oh.
Let me finish. I'm done holding the fucking door for people.
Okay.
I was walking into the store the other day.
Okay.
A little convenience store. I open the door. I go to walk in. I step over the threshold. I see a pregnant lady coming on her way out. So I step back out the threshold and I hold the door open for her.
Okay.
This fat bitch waddles past me and doesn't say thank you. I say, hey, you're welcome. And she goes, huh? I go, ooh, you pronounced you're welcome wrong or thank you wrong is what you just did. I'm done. These pregnant women more. Hey, just because you can catch a dick, okay, that doesn't make you better than me.
I bet she said thank you after that.
Yeah, she kept fucking walking. She was bold with hers, man. I just don't understand. These pregnant women, they're out of control.
Okay.
They're out of control. And she made me not to want to hold the door open for anybody ever again. Just because you like to fuck.
Yeah.
All right?
That's really what it is.
Now you got a tax write-off. She's probably somebody that fucking hung with you a couple months ago. Right?
Listen, if you've hung with me a few months ago, you know better than to not say thank you.
Put just a bad fucking taste in my mouth.
I'm not
holding the door for anybody ever a fucking again.
Yes, you will, because that's who you are. Yes, you will.
All right, maybe an old lady.
I agree though. That's a rarity anymore.
Okay.
That somebody. Okay. Have you had this experience then? To go the flip side of that is you go to walk in a door, or you're coming out of a door, and they just let the door swing shut.
Yeah.
Isn't that more common now? Can you remember when you were like in your mid-20s, even your late teens? Whoever hit the door first held it.
Yes.
Always. You always thanked him. Even if it was... So, luckily for me, I had the fortune of going out to dinner last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I held the door. And probably 8 people walked through that damn thing. I'm like, look, somebody touch the door so I can let it go. Because that's my cue. Like, if you touch it, I let it go. Because now it's your turn. But 8 people go through.
Did anybody say thank you?
8 people said thank you as they went through that thing.
That you dealt with civilized people.
Yeah.
I wanted to grab her by the back of her fucking neck and drag her back in the building, slam the door in her fucking face.
Yeah.
I just got,
I don't know that you would have been wrong for that.
See, this is
Almost
why we
falls
sit
into
here.
a good.
This is why we
Yeah.
sit here.
Almost into a good.
I'm telling you, man, I'm done. I'm over it.
I-
Just shivery's gone. And
Yeah.
what I like though, all right, on the other side, is I like when girls hold the door open for me. Because I know that's one
like
right
it.
there. I know that's one right there. Like, she'll go out, she'll make the money, and she'll have a real job, and I can sit on my ass. Because she's about equal rights. I'm playing, man. I got caught the other day, so I'm in my car, and I'm listening at full fucking volume. My stereo goes up to 46. And don't ask me why it goes to 46, because I think 47 is too much and 45 is not enough.
Right.
But I got the fucking thing turned all the way up, and I'm listening to...
DMX. Rough Riders Anthem.
You would think that. I like that.
I've been on him for the last week.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
Impressive. I like
Yeah.
it. I know you love your rap. You're a
I do.
Tupac aficionado. You know more about Tupac than I do. I'm, by the way, listening to Ozzy Osbourne, No More Tears.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? And I had in queue Metallica, No Leaf Clover, the live version, right? As soon as I hit fucking Ozzy, No More Tears, I mean, the guitar just got done. One of my boys calls me. And I felt like... like he caught me like jerking off, you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, so he doesn't know what I'm listening to. I started explaining to him, "Hey, I was listening to Ozzy Osbourne. It's weird that you called me." He's like, "What the fuck are you listening to?" What I love about brothers, they act like they don't listen to rock, right?
Right.
Because Puffy never sampled fucking rock, right? Dr. Dre never sampled fucking rock. Your boy Tupac never sampled fucking rock, right?
No, Tupac sampled Culture Club.
Of course he did.
Boy George.
Of course he did.
Can you get
This is my point, though.
Boy
They listen to
George?
the music. So now I'm put on blast because I'm listening to fucking Ozzy Osbourne, which is a great fucking song, by the way. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
It is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But it's funny now, like if you listen to it and then you turn around and you watch the video and Ozzy's all, the devil shit. It's like, this is funny, He's crawling around on the ground and shit. He's the same dude. I don't understand how he's so incoherent now, but there he sung just clear and they always sound like an American. But when he talks, he sounds like a British dude.
But everybody that sings, so there's a gal that I follow on the social medias. I love her voice.
Mm-hmm.
She's a redhead. Janet Devlin is her name. She's Scottish, and she's beautiful singer, beautiful. Not real popular, not widely known, but when she sings, and if you listen to her talk, you can hardly understand her. Well, I say that as an American, because holy shit, her accent is so thick, and she uses these terms that I don't know what she means. I just smile and pretend she's talking dirty to me. But when she sings, it goes away.
This is the exact reason why I'm going to move to fucking Australia. Because I'm going to be the American, and my accent's going to make me that much hotter. You know what I mean? And I'll be the dude, the dude with the podcast in Australia with a cool accent.
Yeah.
And it's just the way we talk. So, we had the fighter, Liam. We had him on here, and he does the Australian accent, right? It sounds cool. Like, we like to hear it. To him, it's just regular because, he's half American, half Australian. Did that make sense? Absolutely.
Yes,
in my
it
head.
did. It did
Absolutely.
to me, too.
And so I moved to Australia, and then I'm the hot dude. Now,
Yeah, you are.
Now, my wife might have a problem with me being a hot dude over there, but I'm going to be the hot dude over there. All right? Speaking my American shit, talking about that's cool, that's bad, fresh, all my antiquated 80s, talking shit.
You know what? Who cares?
What is it? What is the one that you say?
Listen, I figure if the
bitchin', that's the one.
bitchin'.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
Oh, and bag fries. Don't forget that.
Bag fries is always awesome.
Yes.
So but I think about it like if style can come back and it circulates over the years, right? Thankfully, we're not bringing back like the 1910s because that style's shit.
Okay.
But, we're bringing it back to 80s now, right? Early 90s with the high-waisted jeans and the crop tops. And if we could keep doing that, we can bring in the lingo as well. Like, you can't wear high-waisted jeans and crop tops and not me say, that's bitchin'.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go.
I'm gonna start saying
that's
that again.
really cool, buddy.
I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah, bitchin' is where it's because that style was bitchin'. It was even rad. If you want to push it a little bit,
or fresh, if you were, if you're from,
if you're from Boston,
it's so fresh.
It has to be.
Yeah.
So you can't expect that your style comes back and the lingo stays behind. It's got to come with it.
Here's how I know that the government and media doesn't give a fuck about us. Now, Khloe Kardashian, right? she got social media to remove and lock accounts posting her unedited, unphotoshopped photo. All right, so she's the linebacker of the Kardashians, right?
Yeah.
Right? She's the big one. She's got the big orangutan face and the big, broad, Mean Joe Green shoulders, right? She's a big girl, but she gets her shit and she photoshops it.
Yep.
Right? She looks like she can take a punch. Big girls like that always look like, let's fight.
Yeah.
Let's take it.
I want him to really abuse me.
But my point being is, and I'm going to drop it on my dude Prince, too. Prince never had his shit on YouTube. He had a team that cleaned that shit out. Now, if Prince can have that, if Khloe Kardashian can wash the internet, how come there's child porn on there? How come child porn's not washed off?
I believe we talked about this a little bit last week.
Talk about it again, because I was fucked up last week, and I'm a little bit more coherent this week.
And I agree with you.
True, sir.
Why can't we?
Why?
We can. Because now you could go. I believe, unfortunately, this gets political.
Okay.
But if you want to go even Jeffrey Epstein, right? Like, he's doing all of his shit, and he functioned for how many years before all of a sudden somebody decided enough was enough, whatever that reason was, right? I think it's the same thing. There's enough people connected with it that if you made it go away, people are going to lose money.
I don't even understand how Jeffrey Epstein made his money. I watched a documentary on his fucking life, and there was a point where he was a teacher, and then he was a billionaire.
Right.
That shit in between, I don't know how the fuck that happened.
That's because he had an island that had underage people there. And then he had millionaires going there for that purpose. Like, he's a shitty human being.
I've known at least 12 teachers in my life because I did complete high school. I don't know one of them that could have bought a fucking island. So I knew Mr. Eartha, and I probably shouldn't have said that. He's probably gone by now. What kind of last name is Eartha? But Mr. Eartha lived in his fucking
cool, actually.
He lived in his fucking car, and he slept in front of the school, and he was a grouchy ass old man.
Yeah, but
and that was the first time I saw the fucking like they lock your fucking wrist in like this.
But was he history, math, or gym?
I love it. He was history. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's where they are. Those are the good ones, in my opinion. I mean, English they dabble, but usually they're female. And for me personally, I had a male English teacher. He was good, but we were like hippie. When I had a female English teacher, that's where I learned. But math and history, male teachers. That's where they're at, and then they're good at that.
I had a French teacher who used to give me the answers on a test, and if my nose was wide or open, maybe there was something going on there. But my French name, I think I've told this. My French name was Eddie, and she'd come by, and I'd be looking at this, and the mine well had been fucking, I don't know, watercolor on my fucking test, right? And she'd come by, and, Eddie, are you having a problem? Because she'd walk by and make sure nobody's cheating, right?
Yeah.
Back then when you cheat, you put your backpack there, and you put the answers there, or you put your sunglasses down. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Right.
And I just sit there, and I would just fucking stare at it, looking for something that looked like something I recognize. I mean, it doesn't help when you cut class for 2 weeks in a row, and you go to gym and play basketball, or you go to fucking eat, scones and shit all day. So you show up on test day like a fucking moron, and she'd come by, Eddie, do you not know the answers? And I'd be like, and she'd take the pencil, and she would write the answers in for me, and I'd just sit back. After a while, I'd just sit back, and eventually just slide out my chair, get up, and walk out the fucking room. And she would sit down and take the fucking test for me. And I'd get a B. And I'm like, hey, you dumb bitch, how the fuck you get a B? You're from France.
This is your class. I had funny story. You had French, I had Spanish.
Okay.
I had Senora Bowen. And so Senora Bowen would get so pissed off. She was standing in front of the class. She had one of those metal, like, the thing you put like notes for like the orchestra people that.
The little podium thing. Yeah.
She had one of those. Why she had it in Spanish class, I have no idea.
She like
dominance. She'd get mad and she'd grab it and go, damn it, you sons of bitches, and then just cancel the test, give us all an A, and we were on our way.
What? Serious?
I loved Senora
That's
Bowen.
awesome.
She was fantastic. And I learned zero Spanish, but I learned that if you speak Spanish, you can be angry and pissed off at people, and it's okay.
For some reason, when you told that story about her picking up the podium, I pictured Catherine Zeta-Jones. Does she look anything like that?
Maybe when I was in junior high
Maybe
school.
a little
yeah,
hot. Maybe a little hot.
Yeah, she had this. So obviously Bowen was her married name, but I can't remember what her.
That was a green
maiden
card
name.
name, right?
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
card to
but
stay here.
she had such a thick accent, and she was fantastic. I loved her. I loved. So I went to her. So I took Spanish through school, and I would specifically seek her class out because she was awesome. Because she would get pissed at people, and when she would yell at people, she would be like English, Spanish. And I had no idea what she's saying.
That's hot.
If I went back now,
That's
I was
hot.
like, damn, she just shredded some kid. And they would just look at her like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Senora Bowen, she was awesome.
Yeah, you missed that, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do. She was a beautiful person.
I want to be where Shaq is. So Shaq, don't ask me why he was
7 feet up?
at the mall. Just wherever he is presently.
Okay.
He says, I like to do nice things for people. So Shaq
I love
was walking
that
through the
about
mall
him.
and he went to fucking Zales. What the fuck's Shaq doing at Zales? But he's at Zales and there's some dude picking out a wedding ring for his fiance. You know, you got to get your first marriage out the way early.
Right.
Right? So you can fuck it up and
Yeah.
then go on to your real shit, you know?
Right. So hopefully this guy was on number 2.
Hopefully he was on number 2. Shaq said, you know what? I want to pay for your wedding ring. And what I like to say to Shaq is every month I pay my mortgage payment. Where the fuck are you, Shaq?
Yeah, I'm going to raise my hand.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Every month I go food
Shaquille
shopping.
Marquise O'Neal. Where are you? I don't know what his middle
I
name
think
is.
it's Rashawn. I think it's
Rashawn.
the
Yeah,
name's
yeah,
Rashawn.
yeah. Rashawn.
Yeah.
Where are you, buddy?
Uh-huh.
You know what I loved? So I love Shaq in the Magic days.
Okay.
I hated Shaq in the Laker days because it's
Ass kicking.
yeah, it's fully documented that I hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because they kick our ass all the time.
Okay.
Even currently, damn it. Anyway.
They got you last night, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, we were missing like 8 of our 10
Still
people.
got you last night.
They did. I love Shaq in the Heat days. I love Shaq in the Suns days and also in the Boston days.
In Cleveland too. Ugh.
Yeah, all of them. I love Shaq. And then he retires, and his TNT stuff is meh. It's okay.
Oh really? I love him.
I prefer Chuck over to Shaq. But what I love about Shaq is he'll like during like the holidays and Christmas and stuff, he'll purchase a local wherever he lives or wherever he wants. He'll purchase a store essentially and be like, all these toys and all this go to all the kids in the community.
Damn. In his community?
In his community.
Well, Shaq lives in fucking a multi-million-dollar house. Those kids don't need his toys.
No. Where he came from? Where's he from originally?
New Jersey.
Yes. So he'll go back to, or he'll go to these poverty communities and be like, look, I'm buying this Toys R Us. It's not a thing anymore, but I'll buy this, and it's all for the community, and it's millions of dollars. Like Shaq is
Good guy.
Shaq is awesome.
Good guy. He's a
I
giant
love
kid.
him.
And funny you bring up Charles Barkley because one of my best friend always talks about Charles Barkley having his top lip bigger than his bottom lip, and he has to watch him upside down to make his head right because
It's the Photoshop his lips.
and I look at it, I'm like, you know what? He's right. He does have a giant fucking top lip, man. Just fucking giant. I love Chuck. I love that whole
do
dynamic.
too.
I think
I
Kenny
do
Smith
too.
and his new and improved hairline, I even like him. I think he's dumb as a box of fucking rocks, but whatever. Charles is funny. I love Shaq, and I think Ernie's the perfect combo right there. Police in Louisiana say woman refuses return $1.2 million mistakenly deposited into her account. Good for her. I'm just going to dance by that because she's doing what all of us would fucking do. If I open up my account today and it was $1.2 million, guess what? Wood. New equipment in the woodshed.
Yep.
New equipment.
Absolutely.
And what I'm going to do so we can't return it is I'm wiping your swats and my balls all over this shit so we don't have to take it back.
Yep.
I got a plan. I'm a man with a plan. Michael Jordan, so it's weird because the people whose kids are kicking ass in sports aren't the people who kicked ass in sports. You would think Michael Jordan would have
I thought the same thing.
the fucking dosage to make super athletes, right?
Yeah, but consider this for just a second.
Okay.
Now you watched The Last Dance, and I watched The Last Dance, and you've listened to his Jordan's mother and his father both speak, right?
Right.
They're great people.
His
They
father,
seem like
his,
awesome.
his father was dead during the Last Dance. So
Sure, but I'm talking about like you. But they did interview, or they showed interviews of his father during that show.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, my bad.
But you saw his father, you saw his mother,
Mm-hmm.
and they seem like awesome human beings. In fact, there was a point where Jordan's like, I can't do this. And his dad's like, give it to me. I'll handle this shit for
Yes.
you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So the mom and the dad of Jordan are built a certain way that he is who he is.
Okay.
Now you have Jordan. Now he has to pick a mate,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a kid.
Yeah.
What if she's like 4'10", and she's got a nice body, she got whatever she does, you know, she can sing karaoke really well.
Okay.
She does her thing, but she's 4'10". Now is that gonna make a Michael Jordan? What was Michael Jordan? 6'9"?
6.
6 foot even?
6'6".
Oh, 6. I was like, what?
6 foot.
I'm like, what, Muggsy Bogues?
Wow, he was really good.
So he's 6'6", and he marries 4'10". Like, that's not going to produce tip.
But it's not just the height, though. It's the whole attitude and everything else. So if
Yeah,
if Michael Jordan's kids aren't good at basketball,
Yeah, but
you
you're
think
gonna
he'd be
give your
fucking
kid-
like great in business? Because they got a head start.
No.
They're standing on his shoulders and head and everything else.
Right, but as parents, we want to give our kids we struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And I speak generally, and when I say we struggle to get to where we're at. So when we get there, we want to make it so our kids don't have to feel those same struggles. So Jordan, he's no different. He's a human being. He doesn't want to struggle through those same things.
Is he? God damn. All right.
I don't know, honestly. But he doesn't want his kids to struggle through that, so he's not going to push them the same. So they're not going to have the same mentality, they're going to have the same drive. Michael Jordan had a brother that kicked his ass.
Okay, here's my point, though. Here, you just made my point a little bit better. So you got fucking the Currys, Del Curry.
Mm-hmm.
They're raised in wealth. They're not raised in Michael Jordan wealth, but wealth is relative. I mean, so you can buy a 100-foot yacht, and I can buy a 30-foot yacht,
But
right?
Curry wasn't a great player. I mean, he was good. He made it. Obviously, I didn't. He did. But he wasn't Steph Curry.
No, but that's my point, though.
But the next
That's my
generation.
point. So, and then you got Michael Thompson.
But
Klay
he pushed
Thompson.
him. But those two were from
So
a
you
different
don't think
generation.
Michael Jordan, with his competitive self, is going to push his kids to do fucking good? There's
No,
got to
no,
be
no,
a point in time
no,
where Mike's
he's
like,
not.
you know what? Fuck these kids. I ain't got time for this shit.
No, he's not, because if you look at the Curry and shit, all of a sudden I just draw the
Michael
blank.
Thompson.
On those two generations, they are going to push their kids to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have Klay Thompson and you have Steph Curry. Are they going to push their kids, or are they going to be similar to the current generations where they're like, we've already got it made, I'm going to make it easier for you?
You know what it probably is? It's probably the fact that they knew Mike had kids, and they had kids, and they said, you know what? He's been busting my ass for the past 12
Yeah,
years.
that is true.
You motherfucking kids better go and fuck his kids up.
Yep.
You know? And so there's the drive
Does
right
Patrick Ewing have kids?
there. Patrick Ewing had a son that actually played at Georgetown and Indiana, and he was like 6'11", and I think now he's a accountant. I don't know what he's doing, but
But you also can't build. You can't breed interest. So if my kids aren't interested in sports and they're interested in accounting, I could be in a 6'11" account. I still stand by that. If you're taller, if you're 6 and above, you can go into most careers and have an advantage over someone that's below 6 feet. So you're 6'11".
You're talking presence.
Yes. So if you're 6'11" and you walk into an accounting firm, you're like, I'm applying for this job because I have a degree and I'm 6'11". I think you're going to get a job over someone that walks in and is like, I have a degree and I'm 5'11". Okay, cool. What have you ever done? Your average height, maybe slightly above, but this guy, look at this guy. His presence says.
I go over here though. I've seen 7-footers, and you roll up on them, and you're just like, "Yo, how come you're not in the league?" I'm talking 7-foot young guys.
I
Like,
know.
what the fuck's wrong with you? What are you doing? So
I don't know. I would give a lot of things in my life to be 7 foot to be able to be in the league, because I always pushed, but we're a different generation. Different generation. We were pushed by. So we're Gen X's.
Yes.
Pushed by
the last great generation.
It was because we created your damn internet. everybody out there, and we use your internet. So we have both sides of it. But we were pushed by baby boomers, which had nothing.
Right.
Or they were coming out because the family were coming out of the Depression, and now they have the kids, which are the baby boomers.
Okay.
So the baby boomers push us. They pushed us. So Gen X's, we push. But who are the parents of the Gen X, or who are the parents of the millennials and the Gen Zs? The Gen Xers.
All I'm saying is, if you're walking around with the fucking super sperm, you should be able to put out somebody who can get down once in a fucking while. That's all I'm saying.
I'll bet you on a pickup game.
Look what Denzel did.
I bet you on a pickup game, Jordan's kids could probably kick your ass. But in a day-to-day in the NBA, they can't. But on a pickup game, I bet you they whoop you.
Denzel put out his fucking son, the John David Washington. I don't know why I said Williamson.
I don't know.
They put him out, right? And then the real truth with the super sperm, somebody's walking around with super sperm, is actually Rick Barry. Rick Barry's got 3 kids, I think, that made the fucking league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's shooting granny shots, right? So you would like to think, Shaq's going to have some fucking supers. Shaq.
But Karl Malone, his girls.
And I think his son
Beat
played a little
ass.
bit in the NFL.
Yeah,
I think his son. All right, so there's somebody else with the super
Yeah.
sperm, but they're not Hall of Fame type players, right?
No, but I think we're agreeing, but seeing it differently. That I think you have to. The work is not there.
Mm-hmm.
The work isn't the same as it was before.
got to give it to Usher. Motherfucker went to an Atlanta strip club and handed out Usher bucks.
Usher bucks?
Usher bucks. It's money with his fucking face on it, right? Handed out to all the strippers, and after he left, that's when these, girls, college students, my fault, realized that it was Usher bucks, and now they're pissed. Good on him.
I love it. When I was, 97, 98, when Usher was first coming up and hitting hard. I love Usher. I love
He danced
Usher.
his ass off, too.
Oh, hell yeah. He danced with Michael Jackson, which was his idol, which is where he got started his moves, right, to build onto what he has now. I love Usher and all of his music. Everything about Usher.
So you hear me here week after week talking my shit. Truth be told, I'm not comfortable at fucking strip clubs. I feel bad for them. I might have said this before, but you know what I give them when I sit down? Popcorn. Cause you always I do. I don't give them no fucking money. I give them popcorn. And they're up there stripping and working. You got to be hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Up there, you're working. I mean, I've played sports. I've done calisthenics and shit. And I would love if somebody hand me a fucking hot dog or a slice of pizza. Or something. Give me some fucking, give me a cup of raspberries, man. So yeah, that's what I hand him. Hey, here's a good. It's the one and only good for the week.
Okay, I'm ready.
Bernie Madoff's dead. Good. Now, you're not supposed to wish death on anybody, but this motherfucker caused death. People were committing suicide because they believed in his cocksucker.
Yep.
He took billions of dollars from people.
Billions
of dollars from people. All right? And, when shit like that happens, here's my vision of America. Right?
Okay.
We always talk about how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
I say we take somebody like that and we parade him around the fucking city. Right? Dead. Right?
Look, here he's dead. Yeah. Assholes, he's dead.
Put him
he's
out there.
gone.
Make sure he's dead. And, good. 82. What a nice long life. A lot of people don't make it a fucking 70.
No.
You know what I mean? And this motherfucker made it 82. Albeit in jail, and I'm not going to say his life is great, but he's an old man.
Yeah.
So nobody's trying to fuck him up his old 82-year-old ass, right? He doesn't have the same perils. So, you had to give up a fucking fruit cup. Or you couldn't have, your fucking commissary got jacked.
Right. So you had chicken ramen instead of beef ramen.
Right.
Yeah.
No guy in jail wants an 82-year-old guy sucking their fucking dick. There's no street cred in that. They want the new fresh meat
Unless they
coming out,
don't
right?
have teeth.
It's still fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? You ever smell an old person shit?
Like
you
smells sour.
You go into a public bathroom, they got those old man fucking Reeboks on. You know the ones I'm talking about. Either Reeboks or New Balances. They got them on. You see them under the fucking under the stall, and you're just like, oh god, he's gonna be here for a fucking while, man.
Yeah.
You know? And I really had this shit, but now I got to go to another store.
I'll just go to the gas station over there. Yeah, old men. I had an uncle he lived to be pretty old, and he
make
was
it to 82.
Oh, over that.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he was 87, 88. Anyway, he was a World War II vet, but got around.
Love those guys.
Yeah, I got when he would come around, he just smelled like sweaty man sour balls. And I hated it.
But here's the thing, though. So you get old and you smell like sweaty man sour balls, but you remember being a teenager? You got teenage kids, teenage boys, and you go into their fucking room, and that's some other smell. You're like, God damn. Will you open the fucking window and make sure you change your socks?
And then
everything smells like corn chips in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about?
Corn chips and canned corn, and then you open the window, they shower, and they come back, and they don't smell any better.
Hey, did you ever fake taking a bath when you were a kid? Did you ever fake taking a bath shower?
No, I've always loved it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've always loved it. I enjoy it. I enjoy a shower. Still to this day, I've enjoyed a bath. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
continue.
You like seeing yourself naked. Jackie Chan. Here's what I like about Jackie Chan. Here's what I like about the Asian community. Okay?
Okay.
All right? Jackie Chan plans to leave his entire estimated $370 million to charity and not for his son, JC. Chan says if he's capable, he can make his own money. If he's not, then he would just be wasting mine. That's some Confucius shit right there. All right?
Yeah. 370
I did it.
million.
You do it, motherfucker. I know a guy that owns a pretty popular business here in the state.
Okay.
Huge business, right?
Okay,
If I said the name, you would know it. This motherfucker I said to him one time, I go, you're going to give this to your kids? You got 4 kids, and I'm joking, like, which kid's going to get this business? Which kid's going to get that business? He said, I'm not leaving these motherfuckers shit. He goes,
damn.
I did it. They can do it, too. I said, you know what? That's gangster.
Yeah,
that's gangster, man.
So, a little different spin on that, but along the same vein is, I have an uncle.
It's not the dead one, the 88-year-old one.
No.
You got another uncle?
This is a different one.
This is uncle. This is shows called The Uncles.
This is The Uncles. This one, self-made, also, very, very wealthy, and had, I think he's got 6 kids.
Okay.
And he came from nothing. His father, in fact, died in World War II, so he came up without his father.
Okay.
Had a stepfather, raised him, did good, created his own business, his own wealth. And decided when he had kids, he was going to do one thing for them, to help them get a step ahead in life.
Okay.
And that was he was going to help them buy their first house.
That's huge.
That is very huge.
Help them buy it or buy it for them.
I think he bought it for them or bought the land.
Problem
or
solved.
Depending on what they wanted to do, right? And that was it. He said, I'm going to do for you one thing, and that is get you set up in your home. What you do after that is on you.
That's
I'm
huge.
going to set you up with this.
That's huge.
After that, it's on you. And you know what? If I let's pretend so what you're saying takes off and makes us millions, okay? Fingers crossed.
You haven't made millions? I've made millions. They said they mailed you a check.
Apparently, they're sending it only to you.
I think I owe you some money.
At least 500,000. Let's say that happens. I agree with that philosophy because you're giving them somewhere to stay and live, but that's it. After that, they have to figure it out on their own. They have to figure out how to make it on their own.
Can you imagine not having a fucking house payment?
No.
All that does is make you a bad employee. You know what I mean?
It does.
Because that's the main thing.
But you
know
still have to be an employee.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck. I gotta pay the light bill. Oh my gosh, $60. Oh fuck, I'm terrified. You know what I mean? It's easy then, man.
Yeah, but it also does set you up. It helps. It helps with a lot because that's a mortgage payment. But then it sets you up to be better. But you still have to work at it because like you can't own a car. You can't like if you get married, if you have kids, you can't afford that if you're not working. You have to still get a job. You have to still do something. And I agree with that philosophy. So should I ever make millions upon millions, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
I appreciate that angle.
Motherfucker, if you were gonna leave it to your kids, every kid would get $8. Okay? Nice try. All right, you acting like you're being so magnanimous and shit. Oh, I'm teaching you a lesson. Those motherfuckers
true.
like, yeah, he had all that money. He left me fucking $17.
You would get lunch money for the week.
Murderer who killed 2 babies and left bodies in storage unit has taxpayer-funded sex change and transfer to women's prison. Yeah, that's what they're doing now. And here's the gentleman. Here's before and fucking after for everybody involved. You know what? Look, you want to be a girl and you're a guy? Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to take you to the fucking prison barbershop and get you a KD Lang haircut. And now you're a fucking girl or a guy. You know what I mean?
So was that that person looks like they're in their probably late 30s maybe. I feel like that's okay, I'm here for murdering kids. Is that what you said?
Yes.
What else have I got to do? I'm going to stick it to the system just a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Because I can't go anywhere.
Why do they pay for that shit?
I don't know.
If you identify now as a girl and you were a guy, good.
Yeah, right. I say
Good.
whatever you...
Because you'll have a lot of dates in this male prison.
Agreed. I say if you enter...
The belle of the ball.
If you enter the system under this, that's it forever.
Yes. Yes.
I don't care. You can transform. So let's say you're a male, and you go into the male system. You can transform. Good.
Yeah.
Great. I love it. You're going to stay there forever, and you know what? You're going to be somebody's fodder.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
This is what. Isn't this what you like? Because you went over to the female side. Isn't it because you want dick?
No. But so they get out of prison. They can't vote. Right.
Yeah.
Can't own a gun. But you can go in there and get a sex change operation and get a college degree from, literally Penn State University. You know what I mean?
Nope.
We're fucked up in this fucking country.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
There's a video going around right now of a man.
Oh, yeah.
A real man.
Yes. Yes.
And if you look at him, you're like, he walks out with his coffee. He's got his lunch.
He's got a Dad Bod Plus.
Dad Bod Plus. I like that. This motherfucker's definitely got New Balances on, right?
Yeah.
So a bobcat comes out of nowhere. Don't tell me where the fuck he lives. A bobcat comes out and starts attacking his wife. And she runs and shit. And she would.
It attaches to the back of her, and she's screaming.
This motherfucker goes and grabs the bobcat on
With
the
both
passenger
hands.
side of the car. He's on the driver's side. He runs over to the passenger side.
Well, first of all, he says something about I need to go get coffee or
Yeah,
something.
no.
He's nonchalant.
Yeah, right. He
Like,
grabs
"Eh."
that bobcat, walks over to the driver's side, and throws that motherfucker across the yard. And he holds it for a little while.
Yeah, he's staring it in the eye like, bitch, if you come at me again, we're going to have problems.
He threw a fucking bobcat. You know, I wish I had seen a picture of his arms, his forearms and hands, because that bobcat decimated him.
Yeah.
There's no cure for a wild animal coming at you.
But it goes further. This is one where we root for the human and not the animal.
Yes.
So he takes that bobcat and he throws it into the yard. A child is coming into the screen at the same time, and he screams, "It's a bobcat! Stay away!" And then that bobcat runs back under his car towards where his wife retreated.
Yeah.
What does he do? He runs back around the passenger side over to where she was, and now it cuts off.
Badass.
But he's like, "Bring it on, bitch. I already hucked your ass once. I'll throw you a second time. This time I might snap your neck." Compare that and contrast that with the guy that we watched run away from the dog, jumped up on top of the car and left his kid.
Yeah, he needed his ass.
So there's this guy
so bad.
that's like, I'm going to murder a bobcat with my bare hands.
Yes.
Because you touched my wife. Do it again, bitch. Bring it. I almost feel like he threw it as a challenge, like, come back at me.
Yeah. Regain yourself. That's like the 8-second count, right?
Yeah.
Get back up.
Yeah.
I was in a house not too long ago. This motherfucker had every animal known to man killed, from a hippopotamus, stuffed hippopotamus head, to a monkey, to fucking alligators, to snakes. This motherfucker travels around the world shooting shit. Don't ask me why I was in this house. It was one of the creepiest places I've ever been, and it's like a fucking pet cemetery. Okay? And if you're killing monkeys and stuffing them, that tells me you've killed people, motherfucker. You've gone on excursions where you've
I'm
killed
glad you said that.
fucking people.
I'm
There's
glad
no
you
way.
said that. I went on a field trip as a kid, and when I was a youngster, we walked down the street. And it's a field trip is always fun.
Okay.
And we go to this house, and this person is like, "This is my house," and it's got a polar bear, it's got a monkey, it's got a tiger, it's got a lion, it's got an elephant, it's got all sorts of random exotic shit.
Alive?
No, mounted.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, okay, where are the people?
Yeah.
You've got every species
That's in the
known to
other room.
man.
That's in the other room. Yeah.
I want to go home. Excuse me, teacher, I got to pee. And then I ran. Because you've got everything. What's left?
That reminded me, the way you told that story, there's a song by Dinah Ross called "It's My House and I Live Here." And she describes the house. There's a welcome mat by the door. And she goes, "If you're going to come on in, you're going to get some more. There's a chair." And then she's describing her fucking house. And it was meant for love. And I'm as an adult, I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking song, right? But it was a hit back in the day.
Yeah, I'm
Wood,
pretty sure he had
Is that
it.
what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying. Guys, thank you if you watch this live for participating and sticking with us through our quick little break. If you're listening, God, woo, what is that drink we're drinking?
Howler monkey.
Monkey.
Howler head monkey. There's a dude with a monkey on his head.
It's Howler Head.
Yeah.
If you made it through this audio podcast, I appreciate it. Keith appreciates it very much. We've said a lot of words wrong. Our enunciation is very poor this evening. But thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. Keith's playing the songs for us.
Go ahead, Wade.
And we are at SoWhutChuSayin.com. You can put a www in front, doesn't matter. That is where all the social medias are at. The glory hole, if you will.
I like that.
Yep, that's where we're at.
Glory hole, is that akin to a bowling ball finger hole?
Yep. That's if you're shoving your fingers in a hole over and over.
You shove your fingers in that fucking bowling ball hole, and then you go over there and you eat those good fries. Bowling alleys always have good fries.
Delicious.
Ugh.
Yeah, but back in the 80s, 90s, early aughts, we didn't care.
We didn't give
We
a
lived
fuck.
our lives.
Yeah.
And a little bit of oil, a little bit of dirt and grease was good for us. Put hair on my chest, they say, though I don't have it, fell out. Anyway, so guys, check us out at www.SoWhutChuSayin.com, at anchor.fm/SoWhutChuSayin. Those of you that contribute and support us each week and each month,
Please,
we
how
are
about
so
a fucking
grateful
please?
for you. Yeah, please.
You talk about Ask Radio?
Ask Radio. That's on every Monday night.
Random shit, too. Those motherfuckers do Russian roulette with the episodes.
Yes, they do.
Quite entertaining.
Yes, they do, and we always appreciate that. But if you're there on Ask Radio, guys, don't just listen to us. Listen to everybody over there, because if you want some great music, Great
Yeah,
soulful music. They have gospel. They have blues. They have jazz. They have R&B. They have
Yes.
hip hop. They have everything you could think of over there. It's fantastic music. Spend some time on Ask Radio. Check them out. We'll post that link here so you can check it out if you're confused on what we're talking about. You know where to find us, and you know where to find our sponsors. And with that, Keith, I got to tell you, my man, it was a pleasure.
We out, Wood.
So what you saying? Clips that.